In this video, I'm going to talk about how to tie off an ATC while using it to repel double-stranded. In a canyoneering situation, a lot of times I'm the last person and I like to take out any blocks or knots that might be in here so it doesn't get hung up or get abraded on the rock, and also makes for an easier pull potentially after you get down to the bottom. So this is a system that's often used when locking off the ATC while belaying. You can see a lot of videos on that, but in this situation I have two strands in here, so I'm going to show how that works. I'm going to start by taking the two strands, passing it through the carabiner that's on my harness, pulling a bight through, and some people like to put a half twist in here, but I find that's not really necessary. And then I'm going to take these two strands and put them through that bight. So I'm putting a bight through the bight, and now I'm creating a mule hitch onto the spine of the carabiner. I'm going to pull quite a bit of rope through here to give myself enough to tie an overhand knot, so maybe about 1.5 feet or so. And then that's going to go around the strands that go up to my anchor, tying my overhand. So I have my overhand backing up my mule knot. And so once I do this, my hands are free. If I need to do a tricky down climb to start rappel, or obviously I can do this as I'm rappelling if I need to lock off for some reason. In some cases, if the anchor is over an edge, I might have to get down on my hip and slide over, maybe even have the rappel between myself and the rock, so it's rubbing there, possibly compromising the system. So in that case, what I like to do is just back it all up by putting in my personal anchor system, which may not be absolutely necessary, but it does give me a peace of mind. Also like to keep this a little bit loose, so I'm keeping the load onto the rappel. So I'm going to load that and check everything set up correctly. My carabiner is locked. Undo my personal anchor system, and I'm going to undo the overhand knot. And then what I like to do is pinch the ATC and the rope coming out so it's not going to slide when I pull out this bight. Now, one thing to note is sometimes the bight can get a little bit twisted up and doesn't want to easily pull through, so you might have to work on that a little bit, but hopefully it'll come out easily. And now I can rappel.